I'm Bronwyn and I'm team leader of the expenditure team at the OBR.
I'm Harriet Brown and I work in the strategy and operations and communications team.
I'm Imogen. I'm a fiscal student at the OBR completing a one-year placement.
I started my career working at the Australian Treasury.
I worked at the OBR for 9 years. I started off as a student and I'm now the strategy and communications lead.
I applied for the GS placement scheme and I was luckily allocated to the OBR for my placement year.
It's a lot of fun working at the OBR. I'd say it's very fulfilling. It's great working in an environment where all of your colleagues are really passionate about what they do and doing the best possible job.
One of the best things about working in the OBR is the office. We have 360-degree panoramic views of the London skyline.
Working at the OBR is really fun. Everyone is super lovely, but also so passionate about their work, which means that you can learn a lot from everyone there.
I particularly like the fact that it's a pretty flat structure, so that means that you get a lot of exposure to the most senior people in the office, so that's the Budget Responsibility Committee.
I was very intimidated that the work might be outside my comfort zone, but the student induction is so thorough, everyone's willing to help, and I quickly picked things up and I felt so comfortable by the time that I finished.
I also really like the people. The people make the OBR a great place to work in.
The pace of work at the OBR changes quite a lot because it's very cyclical, revolving around the budgets. Sometimes it can be very intense.
It is definitely challenging around forecasts. We do get busy, but it's still very rewarding because we're able to see our forecasts become public, and we're able to see the impact that our forecasts have in the media and public discourse.
There's a real buzz in the office when we see our analysis we've been working on for a long time sometimes to be out in the public domain.
But also to be able to kind of point to your work when it's published online and say, you know, I produced this analysis, I produced this chart. That's quite rewarding, and it's not something that you get quite as often in other government departments.